Boom, there we go. Guys, how are you? It is Wednesday. It is June 17th, 2020, and I am late. I apologize. Hmm. I maybe should look at some of the facts and figures here and figure out, if people are even watching this at 9:30 in the morning Pacific Standard Time. But I did want to pop in, say hello, and again apologize. I was on a sales call earlier. We were talking about a web package for another company, doing some branding, some style guide consulting, and then of course taking their information and building a real website out of that, possibly with membership and funnel capability. So um, interesting project. It would be fun. And honestly, they have a way to help me with some of my sales techniques to help grow the power sports training program that I'm working on. So there's a chance that we could actually, instead of being a one-sided relationship, there's a chance that it might do a little bit of this, which I enjoy. I think those are fun collaborations when you can take the skills of different people and kind of put that together. So super excited about that. I loved a couple of things from yesterday. One, I did the John Maxwell second level of the 5 levels of leadership, right? And so we know that the first level of leadership is positional, right? So there's positional authority, positional leadership. You know, people say you're the boss because you're the boss, and that's the only reason. You're not the boss because they like you. You're the boss because you get to tell them what to do. That's positional leadership. And then I think I kind of made up the word, but permission based leadership. I called it permissional in the session yesterday, right? But permissional leadership. That's the next level of leadership. That's where people are underneath you. People are taking your guidance because they want to. They want to be on your team. And I can tell you, as someone that has worked his way up through the levels of leadership, when you get to the point to where you're not even somebody's leader anymore and they're still following you, um, that is humbling. That is a super great, wonderful feeling. And I hope that the people that follow me, the people that join in on the Manana no Mas messaging, I truly hope that they get to experience that level of leadership, because the sense of reward at that point is it's off the charts. And so there's that. Now today's big day. I have meetings. Oh my goodness. I got a meeting at 11. I got a meeting at noon. I got a meeting at 1. So I'm feeling really fantastic. And I made headway on working on that Ducati 999 yesterday, which was, man, it was nice to get that just off the plate and get that handled, right? So Dave, if you're watching, you've got a package coming. So that's good. And we've got some shirts coming. So I'm pretty excited about that. So we got some Manana no Mas shirts coming. And I know that I owe Manana no Mas shirts out to a couple of individuals. And I've already started to gather your shirt sizes. And we'll get those out as soon as we have those in stock. So lots of things going on. Mm. And super pleased as punch to have you. Now, here's one. I didn't even know about this. Gary Vee sends out his email, his newsletter, The Hustle, and in there is a thing called Swinply. Now, show of hands, how many people, and I'll put my hands down, how many people knew about Swinply? So we live in a housing development that has a public pool, and the pool's closed because of COVID. The pool's closed because people don't want to spend money, right? But the pool's closed. And so we host that church group, and we have kids, and it's like, man, you just want to go to the pool, you just want to relax, you just want to chill, right? Swimply is an application where people have pools and rent their pools out by the hour. And so I started looking at that, and 16 miles from my house is like this property that has an amazing pool. And so I think that I will book that and try to surprise the family with that. I think that that would be fun to do. Um, is it a weird way to spend money? Yeah, but people need a break. People need to unplug for a bit. So that's that, and I think that closes out the day, folks. There's a lot of stuff going on. There's a lot of distractions. There's people say, oh, how come he never talks about the riots? How come he never talks about Black Lives Matter? How come he never? Because you guys don't want my opinion on that kind of stuff. You know, Do Black Lives Matter? Of course, Black Lives Matter. Do I want to make donations to the Democrat Party? No, I do not. Um, these are the weirdest things I can think of. Like, follow the money, right? When you go to Black Lives Matter, you click on donate, it says Act Blue, and then you see who Act Blue gave their money to. How is me giving my money to Joe Biden and Nancy Pelosi helping Black lives? They're not building libraries in defunded neighborhoods, right? They're not they're not bringing in better stores or building affordable housing in places where people are poor. And listen to what I'm saying. I'm not even saying black, right? People disadvantaged. I grew up as a non-advantaged white person in a suburb of Philadelphia, right? Uh, you don't care about my story of woe, but I'm going to tell you, it wasn't from a place of privilege. So, and I get it. Some people want to put a color on it. I can't. I can't put a color on it. And so I almost feel like I'm not even part of the conversation. Um, if I can, I'm going to go bicycling with some friends of mine this weekend, and maybe the conversation will come up, and maybe I can get their input, or maybe I can get firsthand get their input. I mean, I've been bicycling with these guys for, gosh, it seems like a couple of years already, right? And we just get along. I don't I don't get it. I just don't get it. So, in any case, um, yeah, you don't hear me barking a lot about it because nobody wants my opinion on it. Truthfully, all I'm going to do is probably spark somebody up. Some Karen's going to, send me emails and tell me I'm a jerk or that I'm racist, and that's simply not the case. And it's not that I don't care about Black lives or I don't care about some other economic faction or group or somebody, but and I get it. You have a cause, but when I'm watching millions and millions and millions of dollars get destroyed for the sake of a cause, that's kind of weird, especially when they're destroying stuff in their own neighborhood. So I don't know. I have a friend that owns a Ducati dealership in Los Angeles, and they did an article about her standing guard at her dealership overnight. And think about this for a heartbeat. Here's here is a woman standing outside her business in Los Angeles overnight to protect her business and keep people from looting it and destroying it. And cars kept pulling up and asking her when she was going to leave because they said, "You can't stay out here all night. We're going to come back." Right? That sounds organized to me. That sounds like there's more at play than some people pissed off because of their skin color. There's something going on, right? And so when you look at that, and she got through it, but that's not anything that I want to support. So have yourselves a good one, and I will talk to you later. Have a great day, and back to the positive things. Stay positive, stay active, read a book, do some education. Work on your critical thinking. Figure out why you believe what you believe. I'm doing a study right now in the Book of Revelation on the seven churches, and they talked about Smyrna in the last lesson, right? The Church of Smyrna, and it was, things are going to be tough, things are going to be hard, you're going to be oppressed, you're going to be persecuted, and you know what's the reward, or what's the cause, or why do you believe what you believe? And that was an interesting course study to go through, and it makes people with critical thinking think, okay, why do I believe what I believe? Why do I take a stance on things that I take a stance on, and why do I choose not to take a stance when I feel that I'm not putting forth a positive motion on it? And those are the things, right? You got to think those things through, and I encourage everybody to be an individual and do so. All right, have a good one. I love you guys. Peace out. Bye bye.